Good afternoon, friends, and thank you so much for joining us once again. It is 6 o'clock, and that means it's time for our English Flash News edition, in which we present a translated version of the Albanian news for our international viewers. In today's news, the Socialist Parliamentary Group has expelled the MP Tom Doshi. Doshi has been excluded from the group after recently making very critical statements about Prime Minister Arita Malesi and his government. A week ago, Tom Doshi openly declared war on the Prime Minister. Just a few minutes after the Socialist Group meeting, the Prime Minister posted the speech that he gave in the meeting on his official Facebook page. He wrote, "I believe that today we should give Tom Doshi the opportunity to be released from the burden of the contract that he has with the Socialist Party group. He can take the opportunity to legally prove the veracity of his allegations against the government and our parliamentary majority." He went on, "If the attitude of the deputy affected only myself and the dignity of my person, I would have asked you today to show understanding and not to take a stance against him. But his accusations have gone beyond my person and seriously harmed the dignity of this group and the government. In this group, everyone is allowed to say whatever he thinks about the government, but nobody can go so far as to declare war on the government without consequences. In this group, everyone can freely express their opinion about any given minister, but no one is allowed to violate the rights and dignity of others." After the decision was announced, Tom Doshi declared that he is going to form a new party. He made a strong accusation against the Speaker of Parliament, Ilir Meta. He said that Meta gave an order to assassinate him, together with another MP. Doshi said that he has known about this for 5 months, and that he has informed Prime Minister Rama, the General Attorney Adriatic Lala, and the U.S. Senate. The U.S. Embassy has released official statements on the Tom Doshi situation. The statement says, "The United States supports the decision of the Socialist Party of Albania to expel Mr. Tom Doshi, who is allegedly involved in criminal activities. The United States takes seriously the threat of crime and corruption against free and democratic societies. We encourage all political parties in Albania to remove individuals involved in criminal or corrupt activities. We strongly support the work of the Parliament to develop legislation in accordance with the resolution of December of 2014. Furthermore, we call upon the Prosecutor General of Albania to investigate and prosecute criminals and corrupt officials at all levels." The European Union has also issued an official statement. The EU supports the steps that need to be taken for the comprehensive implementation of the agreement between the governing and opposition parties in the Parliament of Albania, including those necessary for individuals with criminal records who hold public positions. The EU puts high priority on law enforcement and the full implementation of the rule of law, including the fight against corruption and organized crime, which are key priorities for Albania. The leader of the Socialist Movement for Integration spoke today about the organization of the upcoming local elections. Mr. Ilir Meta said that the Socialist Party and the Socialist Movement for Integration have not yet reached an agreement on the municipalities. Meta said this in response to a recent media publication, which claimed that the division of the electoral areas had been done. Meta avoided giving a conclusive answer about whether the Party for Justice, Integrity and Unity, or PJIU, will be involved in the Socialist Coalition for the local elections. He did state that there is still no final agreement and that the discussion is currently focused on the selection of candidates. "We do not have an agreement yet on the selection of the candidates for mayor," he said. "This is an open process, and it is very important that it not be rushed. So we'll just have to wait for a while," said Meta. In the public debate, there have been rumors of a possible alliance of the PJIU with the majority. One of the MPs from the PJIU denied these rumors and confirmed that his party will continue to be in opposition. "So far, we plan to be a part of the opposition, and we will join the parliamentary group of the Democratic Party," he said. The daughter of the former Prime Minister of Albania spoke to Ora News about her future political intentions and her new book. Arita Maltezi, the daughter of the former Prime Minister Sali Berisha, is dedicated to the study of law, and she is not currently involved in politics. In an interview with Ora News, Malltezi admitted that she would not refuse an invitation to engage in politics in the future. She said, "I've said many times that I will deal with politics if one day I think that I should deal with politics, but it is not really in my plans at the moment." The renowned lawyer and lecturer has just published a book on legal trading practices, together with two of her colleagues. She spoke about the book for Ora News. "We are mainly dealing with the Constitutional Court and addressing some aspects related to economic freedom. We also address the rights of spouses seen in the context of property rights arising from commercial activity. Through this publication, we aim to help the commercial entities as much as possible in terms of their creation, operation, structuring, and commercial activity." The book is entitled Albanian Court in Commercial Companies, and it is not a typical commentary on the provisions of the law, in which the provisions of the law are illustrated by the decisions of the courts. According to Malltezi, the law in this area is not yet so rich as to allow such a thing. The book presents an innovation that has to do with the students of the Faculty of Law being involved in the collection of the necessary materials. Malltezi says that this practice has proven to be very successful. She said, "The judicial practice has never been so rich as that of other areas of the law. That's because the fair trade law in private reports almost disappeared during communism. The engagements of the students have been a novelty, and it proved to be fruitful because it facilitated our work," said Malltezi. Albanian Court in Commercial Companies is her fourth book in the field of law since 2005. The students of the medical university have held a meeting with the Albanian president in order to express their demands. They asked for a guarantee of their physical safety after a forceful interruption of the strike by the police. They claim the police are guilty of violence toward them. The meeting lasted about 1 hour, and afterward, the students said that they have the support of the president. They say that the president will ask the prosecution to investigate the case and whether violence was used. The students have given warning about a possible boycott, as well as the continuation of their hunger strike. Meanwhile, the dean of the university has said that the students knew the amount of the tuition fees back in October. According to him, the tuition is set by the Council of Ministers. Even though the students have threatened to boycott the school, for now the classes continue as usual at the medical university. Even though the government has been paying the debts of some of the business sector, those payments are not being reflected in the banking system. According to the former Minister of Finance, Arita Malesi, this is happening because the companies are first paying their obligations to other companies. Malesi added that some analysis is needed to assess the situation. The former Minister of Finance explains that the failure to pay the obligations to the bank is an indicator that the economy is stagnant. The Ministry of Finance has paid 40.5 million lek so far for the debts of businesses in various categories. The government's assistance with the payment of business arrears is expected to end by next year. One of Albania's most prominent actresses has received a prestigious international recognition. The actress Ylka Mujo has been honored with the International Career Award. This award was given to her during the 12th Annual Comedy Film Festival in Monte Carlo. Mujo, who is now 62 years old, was also a member of the jury of the festival this year. She is the first Albanian actress to reach this level of involvement in international film. The actress is well known in Albania, especially for her roles in dramatic films and on-stage theater dramas. She has also acted in several comedies in both film and theater. The Minister of Culture, Mirela Kambaro, was present at the award ceremony. She had supportive words for the actress. She said, "I am proud of her and the award that she received. Her artistry opens the window to the world and presents Albania in a positive light." Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the news for this evening. Thank you very much for joining us. We will be back again tomorrow at the same time with more Albanian news translated into English. Thanks and good night.